Am I the a-hole for telling a friend that a tattoo on her chest saying, "Forever Brian's," is a deal breaker for most men, even though Brian has since passed away? I've got a friend named Ula that is relatively new, as I've only known her for 4 years. She has a tattoo on her chest just below her collarbone that says, "Forever Brian's." She got it when she was quite young, early 20s, about 15 years ago when she was engaged to her first love, who unfortunately passed away due to cancer, is my understanding. I don't know the history beyond that it happened quite quickly, and she got the tattoo after he passed away. I've been watching her date for about 4 years now, and the tattoo has consistently been a sticking point for 3 to 4 or so guys that I've seen her with. Each one has said it differently, but they've all said that they'd like her to get removed or that it makes them uncomfortable enough to leave the relationship when it got serious. Last night, Ula and my wife were having a girls' night together, and I was downstairs enjoying some Baldur's Gate 3 when they both came down and asked for a guy's opinion and harassed me until I put the controller down. I warned them repeatedly that if they asked me for a guy's opinion, that I would provide one, but it might be hurtful. So I asked the ladies if they remembered the movie Titanic. They both agreed. I asked them if they remembered what the core theme of the movie was. They both answered that it was a love story between Jack and Rose. So I told Ula, "Do you know who it wasn't a love story for? Rose's husband. Rose's husband married her, had children with her, stayed married to her for roughly 60 years and grew old together, overcame adversity and successfully had a long life together. But Rose didn't think of her husband or those memories together when she died 60 years later. She thought of Jack. All of that living that Rose and her husband did together meant little, because in the end, when she passed, over she went to her first love, Jack." I looked at Ula and said, "That tattoo is written confirmation that they're not your forever person, which is fine when you're casually dating, but what you're indirectly asking for when things start to get serious is if they're willing to sign up to be your Rose's husband." I agreed that Brian had passed away over a decade ago. I agreed it wasn't fair. I agreed that they were stupidly competing with a dead person. I agreed that removing it won't change how she felt about Brian. My bottom line was this was a one guy's opinion on the matter, which obviously all her previous boyfriends to some degree agreed with me on, as each one had raised it as a serious issue to them. I wasn't trying to start a huge argument, but that's basically what happened, so I tried a different approach and told her, "Look, not trying to start shit, but everyone wants to find their forever person. What you're doing is basically telling these guys you've already found yours, and that's not changing. So they keep it casual for as long as they can. When you try to get serious, they leave to protect themselves, because no one wants to be a placeholder, and it doesn't help how aggressively you defend it." Shortly after she passed out on the couch, much to my relief. In hindsight, this should have been a conversation to have while sober.